Hey, thanks for joining us on another edition of Garage Boxing. Kevin Green here with Rob Ernster.
Good to be here as always.
Hey, let's get right to it. A lot has happened. Cotto Clottey, we saw it. We know what happened. Close, controversial decision. 116, 111, 115, 112, 114, 113. Hey, let's talk about it. Let's get started.
Yeah, I think two of the judges had it right. Close fight. It could have went either way. 116, 111. Not sure what he was watching. I thought it was closer than that. I think everybody did. I knew Clottey was tough. He's like a piece of steel. He could take a punch. He doesn't quit. Although he didn't try as hard as he should have to win the fight. I know it was close, and a lot of people had it for Clottey. But honestly, close rounds. You got to beat the champ decisively to get the round. I don't think he did that. He lost the last two rounds on my scorecard. So you lose the fight. Cotto had probably 4 or 5 of the first 6 rounds and then won the last 2. Game over. He won.
Yeah, I think it was, that's a good way to sum it up. I think, you talk about, did Cotto win it or did Clottey lose it? I think it was a little bit of both. I think you got to have a lot of respect for Cotto. I saw that cut, and I think a lot of us said, Jesus, this is probably going to be something that ends pretty quick, and then he wins on the rounds that he had won. But he even heard before the cut, I think he looked a little confused. I don't know if it's because Clottey has a
great defense.
He's got great defense. We knew that, and we saw a lot of those Cotto punches just kind of fly off there and not really land. But which again, he did show a lot of activity and he won those points. He didn't get that point taken away from him for the body slam. I know it was kind of close, and it was kind of more of Clottey falling, but he didn't slam himself into the floor, and Cotto slammed other guys. And again, if that would have been a game changer, right?
Yeah, well, Clottey was looking for points. In the 12th round, he's screaming. He got hit low, and it was like a graze. He got barely tapped because he turned his head. He was looking to be given points rather than earn them, and that's why he didn't win the fight.
I totally agree. He did not, when presented the opportunity, seize it and show what he's made of, and take that biggest opportunity that we talked about him having, and this being his time. It's his time, and he passed it by. And again, respect for Cotto. I mean, he's going to have the big payday now with Pacquiao, which he deserves. I think again, you look at Cotto and respect him for doing what he needed to do and overcome that adversity. But I think that
with the new corner,
with the new corner, or the same corner, but just without the crazy uncle.
Well, his head trainer, right?
Right.
In second, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So again, a great fight, real close. A lot of Clottey fans out there that said, "Hey, my man got robbed." Look, your man's already calling out Paul Williams, calling him a weak welter. I think he knows that. He couldn't do it, or I don't know what it was. I thought if he really pressed upon it and was more aggressive, he would have maybe taken that fight, or at least it would have been more controversial. I call it controversial.
Well, if he would have won the last round, he probably would have won.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been one round either way.
Yeah.
It just seemed to go for Cotto. Of course, he's calling out Paul Williams because no one else is going to want to fight him because he's tough and he doesn't rake in a lot of ticket sales. Paul Williams can't find a fight at 147. I think it's a good matchup. I mean,